Hello everyone, today we continue to practice reading about the GMP. Article 17 declared information about the compliance with GMP by overseas manufacturers of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material. Within 3 working days from the date of the obtaining the GMP compliance inspection result, the receiving authority shall declare and update the result of the GMP compliance by the overseas manufacturers of pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material on the website or website portal of the Ministry of Health. Information to be declared includes name of address of the manufacturer's address of the factory, production lines expected, number of certificate of GMP compliant manufacturing alliance, report on the GMP audit or another document as specified in Clause 5, Article 97 of the Decree Number 163/2025, Government Decree, issued by the regulatory authority of the host country. Their validity vary at GMP principle and authority responsible for the issuance of the certificate and inspection. If the manufacturer is in the member country of PIS, the PIS over at GMP principle and GMP principle shall be written on the certificate of GMP compliant manufacturing license. GMP audit report. Number of the certificate of error EU GMP and equivalence to EU GMP manufacturing license. GMP audit report is validity period and issuing authority with regard to the manufacturers that has been EU GMP compliant or EU GMP equivalence compliance are expected by one of the SRS or regulatory authorities recognized on the basis of the WHO classification. Validity period of the GMP compliant validity period written on the certificate. Write a certificate of the GMP compliant manufacturing license and or report on the GMP audit. Regulation of the general regulatory authorities competence regulatory authority of the country issuing the certificate of GMP compliant by inspecting GMP compliance. Policies on the extension and prolongation of the validity period of the GMP compliant of the authorities issuing the certificate of GMP compliant and inspecting GMP compliance. Scope of certification of the GMP compliant is prescribed based on the scope of the GMP certification to be inspected of the applicant for marketing authorization and manufacturers of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting materials. Scope of certification written on the certificate of the GMP compliance or manufacturing license or report on GMP audit. Condition concerning the manufacturer's infrastructure and equivalent for manufacturers. Table 6. Article 918 standards to be satisfied by the member of inspectorate responsible for the inspection of the GMP compliance and maintenance of GMP compliant by the method for site inspection at manufacturing facility expert responsible for inspection of the application for inspection of the GMP compliance and maintenance of GMP compliance. A member of an inspectorate responsible for the inspection of the GMP compliance and maintenance of the GMP compliance by the method for site inspection at the manufacturing facility, or an expert responsible for inspection of the application for inspection of the GMP compliance and maintenance of the GMP compliance must satisfy the following standards. He or she must obtain at least a bachelor degree, has been trained in the medicine, pharmacy, biology, pharmaceutical products quality management, and pharmacies management. He or she has been trained in GMP and inspection of the GMP compliance and has throughout a crash of the GPP principle. A member joined the inspectorate conducting inspection of the manufacturers of the traditional pharmaceutical products and herbal material must be trained in the GMP or traditional pharmaceutical products and herbal materials. He or she must be honest, objective, and strictly comply with the regulation of the law during the inspection, and must not create any conflict in interest with the inspected manufacturers as prescribed in Clause 4 of this circular. The chief of the inspectorate must have at least 3 years of the experience in the pharmacy's management. An inspectorate is responsible for the inspection of the GMP compliance and maintenance of GMP compliance by the method for site inspection at the manufacturing facility is composed of the chief and 1 or 2 members of the receiving authorities, 1 or 3 members of the traditional medicine administration of the Vietnam regarding the manufacturer specified in point C, Clause 1, Article 6 of this circular. One member who is representative of the National Institute of the Drug Quality Control or Institute of the Drug Quality Control, Hồ Chí Minh City, National Institute for Control and Vaccine Biological regarding the manufacture of the vaccines and biologicals. Members of relevant authorities were necessary. Expert responsible for the inspection of the application for inspection of the GMP compliance or maintenance of GMP compliance by the overseas manufacturers or pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material include 2. Expert with regard to application for the inspection of the GMP compliance of the manufacturers by the method of mutual recognition and acknowledgement of the result of the inspection and audit by the drug regulatory authority regarding the requirements for compliance and the application for the inspection of the maintenance of the GMP compliance of this manufacturer. 3. Expert with regard to the application for the inspection of the GMP compliance of the manufacturers by the method of assessment of the document relating to manufacturing condition and application for inspection of the maintenance of the GMP compliance of these manufacturers. Rules are assessing the conflict with interest. A member of the site inspectorate. A member of the site inspectorate or an expert responsible for the application inspection shall be deemed to become the involved conflict of interest with inspected manufacturers in one of the following cases. He or she has worked in or participated in providing consulting service or for the inspected manufacturers in the past 5 years. He or she is receiving financial benefits associated with the inspected manufacturers. His or her spouse, child, parent, sibling, or a parent-in-law is working for inspected manufacturers. Article 19, a right and rights and responsibilities of the member of site inspectorate or expert responsible for the application inspection. A. Inspect or operation of the manufacturers according to a corresponding GMP principle described in Article 3 in this circular. Updated version of the GMP principle and relevant legislative documents and professional regulations clearly record inspection content by deficiencies or from prepare and assessment accord in case of the application inspection and inspection record inspection report in the case of the site inspection assessment and inspection opinions must be legally and scientifically shown and stated in an assessment report in the case of the application inspection and an inspection report in the case of in the site inspection report inspection result or provide explanation for the report on result of the GMP inspection of the manufacturers have any disagreement with the GMP inspection report. Take responsible to the receiving authority or inspection content, maintenance confidentiality of all the information about the inspection and manufacture operation, inspection of the quality, storage, and distribution of the pharmaceutical products, manufacturing, testing, and cleaning process, technological secret, and etc., unless otherwise agreed upon by the manufacturers or requested by the competent authorities to serve the inspection and examination. An inspectorate has the power to inspect all area and facility of the manufacture and request inspection of other area related to the manufacture, storage, and testing of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting materials. Regarding manufacturers of the prepared traditional pharmaceutical material, additionally inspect the prepared traditional pharmaceutical material processing the and manufacturing process requires the manufacturers to provide the document concerning its quality management, manufacturers, testing, and storage of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting materials. collect documentary evidences by the copying document, taking picture or recording the video of the deficiencies found during the inspection. Take sample of the pharmaceutical products, semi-finished products, and herbal materials to test their quality as regulated by law. Inspect and review GMP compliance by the pharmaceutical products manufactured by the method of application review by inspection to declare a list of overseas manufacturers of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material complying with GMP upon marketing authorization of the pharmaceutical products in Vietnam. Prepare an assessment report in case of the application inspection regard remark corresponding to each section on the assessment report. Express his or her opinion on the assessment application. Assessment and inspection opinions must be legalist and scientifically sound, adequate, accurate, and informable, with regulation laid out under a legislative document on the GMP for pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material, guiding official dispatches, technical instruction, and specialized document relating to manufacturers of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting materials. Take responsibilities to the receiving authority for inspection, content, maintenance, confidentiality of all information about the inspection and manufacturing operation, inspection of the quality, storage, and distribution of the pharmaceutical products, manufacturing, testing, and cleaning process, technological secret, etc., unless otherwise agreed upon by the manufacturers or requested by the competent authority to serve the inspection and examination. Number 4, an expert responsible for the application inspection has the powers to be fully provided by the legislative document by the guidance official dispatches related to the GMP for the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting materials to serve the inspection. Request addition. Request addition. Request addition. Request to report. Make inspect report requires recommend suspend one or more. Request the manufacturer. Request the manufacturers to provide documents concerning its quality management, manufacturer testing, storage of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material. Collect documentary evidences by the copying documents, taking pictures or recording a video of the deficiencies found during the inspection. Test sample of the pharmaceutical products, semi-finished products, and herbal material to test their quality as regulated by the law, make inspection record and required request the manufacturers to suspend, grant, some or all of its manufacturer's operation related to violation during the inspection of the inspectorate find that the manufacturers commit a violation which seriously affects quality is of one or more pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical study material. It is required to report its competence person for the handling as prescribed by law. Inspect or review GMP compliant by the pharmaceutical products, pharmaceutical by the method of the application reviews, and inspection to declare a list of the overseas manufacturers and pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical study material complying with GMP uphold marketing authorization of the pharmaceutical products in Vietnam, prepare an assessment occur in the case of application inspection, record a remark corresponding to each session. One assessment record and expert his or her opinion on the assessment application. Assessment and inspection opinion must be legally and scientifically so adequate, accurate, and informable with regulation laid down under a legislative document on GMP for pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical study materials, guiding official dispatches, technical instruction, and specialized documents relating to manufacturers of pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical study materials. Take responsibilities to the receiving authorities for inspection content, maintains confidentially or it for information about the inspection and manufacturing operation, inspection of the quality, storage, and distribution of the pharmaceutical products, manufacturing, testing, and cleaning process, technological secret, etc. Unless otherwise agreed upon by the manufacturers of requested by the competent authorities to serve the inspection, the examination. An expert responsible for the application inspection has the power to be fully provided with legislative documents and guidance. Official dispatches relating to GMP for the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical study materials to serve the inspection. Request additional document has prescribed by law to serve the inspection. Propose his or her opinion on the request for site inspection with regard to application for inspection of the GMP compliance of the overseas manufacturers of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical study material as expert in point C, Clause 1, Article 95 of the Decree number 163 2024 Government Decree, Chapter 7. Implementation clause. Article 20 affect the following in documents and regulations show the increasing where ceasing relationship of cease The following documents by regulation shall cease to have effect from the effective date of this circular number 35 2028, circular Ministry of Health dated November 2020 22 2018, circular number 2012 2022 of circular Ministry of Health dated November 22 2022, clause 6 article 1 of the circular number 29 2020, circular Ministry of Health dated November 31 2020. Article 21, terms of preference research in case there were any the legislative document and regulation referred to in this circular is amended or replaced, the newest one shall apply. Article 22 2020 22 transitional clause regarding application for the certificate of satisfaction of the condition for pharmaceutical business or application for periodic inspection of the maintenance of GMP compliance submitted to the receiving authority before the effective date of this circular. The receiving authority shall keep inspected the manufacturer according to the circular number 35 2018 of the circular Ministry of Health regulation of this circular. If the manufacturer so requests, when switches over to only manufacturing OTC chemical pharmaceutical products and the products the manufacturer that is manufacturing prescription chemical pharmaceutical products must suspend the manufacturers. Suspend the manufacture of a prescription chemical pharmaceutical products from the date of obtaining the certificate of the satisfaction of the condition for pharmaceutical business as described in point A of this clause. At the same time, following legal procedure for the withdrawal of the marketing authorization of the pharmaceutical products and from a pharmaceutical starting material with regard to prescription pharmaceutical products. Article 23 responsibilities for implementation. The Drug Ministry of Health of the Vietnam shall preside over and cooperate with relevant units or organizing the dissemination of the circular or according to its assigned function and tasks. Instruct departments of the health authority and manufacturers of pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material to implement this circular according to assigned function and tasks. Consolidate and push on its website the list of nationwide manufacturers that have been granted to the certificate of the satisfaction of the condition for the pharmaceutical business and or certificate of the GMP compliance. Update the standards of the certificate of satisfaction of the condition for the pharmaceutical business and or certificate or GMP compliance status of the GMP compliance and on other information according to clause 6 article 8 of this circular according to its site a function and task. Publish updated GMP documents on its website and at the web portal. The Ministry of Health act as conduit or operate with relevant agencies inspecting and auditing GMP compliant and impose penalties for violation under its authorities. The traditional medicine administration of the Vietnam shall consolidate the publish on its website the list of nationwide manufacturers that have been granted the certificate satisfaction of condition for pharmaceutical business and or certificate of the GMP compliance update the status of the certificate of the satisfaction of the condition for the pharmaceutical business and certificate of the GMP compliance, status of the GMP compliance, and another information according to Closed Article 8 of this circular according to its assigned function and tasks. Cooperate with the Drug Administration of the Vietnam in inspecting, issuing certificates and declaring compliance with GMP with regard to the manufacturer's prescribed in point C Clause 1 Article 6 in this circular uphold the availability of the decision on this better rate establishment act as the conduit or cooperate with relevant agencies in inspecting the and auditing GMP compliance and impose penalties for violation under the authorities. Department of the Health shall cooperate with the relevant unit in organizing the dissemination of this circular and instruct units with their provinces to implement this circular. Joint Inspectorate in concluding inspection of the GMP compliant under their authority supervised and imposed penalties for violation against the regulation on GMP compliant by the manufacturers of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting material within their provinces. The National Institute of the Drug Quality Control, Institute of the Drug Quality Control Ho Chi Minh City, and National Institute for the Control of Vaccine and Biological shall joint inspectorate is responsible for the inspection of the GMP compliant upon the availability of the decision on the inspectorate establishment, manufacture of the pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical starting materials shall organize the implementation of this circular. Carrying out manufacturing operation within the inspected alliance scope according to regulations of the law. Manufacturers of the drug products and semi-finished products shall on the basis for the purposes and use of the experience at the manufacturing facility carrying out shell assessment of the compliance with GMP principles specified in point D, Clause 1, Article 3, and point B, Clause 3, Article 3 of this circular regarding the recipients' use of the facilities. Pharmaceutical products manufacturers would manufacture dietary supplement and semi-finished dietary supplement as specified in Article 4 must fully comply with the relevant law on the management of the dietary supplements. difficulties and difficulties that arise during the implementation of this circular should be reported to the Ministry of Health, Drug Administration of the Vietnam, and Traditional Medicine Administration of the Vietnam for consideration and resolution. Okay. The Minister of Deputy Ministry Đỗ Xuân Thủy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for myself to try to practice reading in English.